Hello, hello, Mike
Yo, yo.
is Mykez. No, why you see, Michael. Tell me, Mykez 2Nation. Mike,
Mike's 2Nation, yeah.
Mike's
Yeah.
2Nation. Oh my gosh! Welcome to Entrepreneur Talks podcast run by Women
Come on.
Freaks. I'm so honored to have you here, and
For real.
it's a it's amazing because you are part of family. You are family, and it's like
Yeah.
yoo-hoo, bringing my
It's
name.
like, didn't it? Yeah, come on. Yeah, it comes together nicely, naturally. And you know what? I saw what you was dealing with, and I thought, you know what? I like this movement, and I want to, do you know what I mean? Be a part of that. And yeah, I
Fantastic,
appreciate it highly.
fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm gonna call you Michael. Mike, but I'm gonna
Like,
I'm gonna be confused.
okay.
But Michael, I'm so glad that you register yourself. And actually, when I saw Mykez Donation, I didn't know it was you till I got into your
Is it?
information. And I said, wait a minute, I know this one.
Until you probably saw the little picture, you was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
by the
Yeah.
time you register yourself, I accept your request. I didn't have idea who was Mykez Tunation, but
Yeah.
okay. So
But
let's start.
it's a mystery came into light, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So tell
Oh
me,
man.
in 3 words, how do you describe yourself, if it's
Oh,
possible, if you can do it?
you know what? I'll describe myself as um you know what? I'd say I'm confident. Even though like yeah, I'd say I'm confident. I'd say I'm very like in a way to I always like to be like a leader. So like a leadership trait. I always tend to like
You are a
want to
leader.
lead.
Yeah.
Um and I'd say I'm very deep thoughts. Like I think a lot deep into things, but not necessarily negative, but it's in a
Right.
sense of I like to take a step back to go, okay, be more mindful, more of
Mm.
a sense. Yeah, and
Interesting.
yeah, like I love it because I get time to think for myself in a sense of because a lot of time I do like spend a lot of time with myself, so
Yeah,
and I ended up appreciating like myself, me,
that's very
like knowing
important.
more of me. Yeah, like do you know what I mean? So
Very important.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's definitely an advantage, and I appreciate that highly. Yeah.
And for your profession, I think is essential
Hmm.
for anyone, because being able to stay to think about yourself and to reflect about yourself and to uh, think about what's going on around me and etc.
Hmm.
It allows you and helps you to write your
Yeah,
song, right?
exactly. Yes. Of
Right.
course, like at the same time, like being around people is obviously like it helps as well. But at the same time, like you don't really have much to think about when, like, to actually put the craft down. Because I
Mhm.
know it's for myself anyway. I know it's like when I spend a lot of time around people, I'm easily distracted. So I'm just like, okay, duh, 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 duh. It could work unless if we're like in a studio environment and we're there. Okay, cool. We're gonna be recording. Duh, duh, duh. But if in a sense of like I'm just always out and about doing this and that, like I kind of distract myself from my actual craft. So a lot of the time when I do spend on myself or with myself, I actually be more focused and yeah, have a sole purpose in there.
I, as you're aware, I'm a mindset coach, so I love this subject. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. How do you tell me? Can you share something that you do to spend that time to your deep thoughts? Like, how do you? What do you do exactly? If you want to share, if it's there is
Yeah.
something, because I can give you my ones when
No.
you answer my question.
Nah, for real. You know what? I love to set a mood, especially like say for example when I'm in my bedroom. I love to set a mood. I got my LED lights. I put them on to a certain color, and I think okay, cool. A lot of the time I put incense on as well, incense sticks to kind of like even just refreshing the room, and it kind of just brings that
Right.
whole vibe to me. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and a lot of the time when I do that, I set everything up, and then I like, cool. Let me just get like the microphone now. Let me get everything set up. Boom, 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 boom. And to be fair, it can work and it can go against my favor because I can sometimes get a mind block and
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, because it's being forced now. So it's like, but there's times where, you know what, it comes naturally. I come ready. I'm like, you know what? I got everything around me set up. Sometimes I even put like video playing in the background muted, like
Right.
just so something is just there.
Wow.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, like a lot of the time I
Interesting.
use
Very
things around me.
interesting. That in general we call meditation.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean you need to go to be like a Buddha position, but that's meditating because
yeah.
you're doing your thought, you're thinking and your reflections and
Hmm.
analyzing a lot of yourself, and that's what we call in general
Hmm.
meditation. It's really
Definitely.
powerful, Michael, and I'm so glad that
Very.
you do that because
Mhm.
it really empowers you to continue
Definitely.
on your journey and be careful and
Hmm.
at the same time successful. So
Definitely.
well done. So one of mine, and now I'm going to share mine. Can I?
Yes, yes, go on. I want to hear it.
Is the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. But I
Hmm.
sit on the floor and I just play some song, like very calm songs or someone talking, and I just go into my thoughts. And sometimes I even there is no thoughts to think about it. There is nothing. It's just to
Hmm.
feel the body and relax. And then I move on to another things like reading and reflect, writing. I like to write as well,
Yeah.
so it really, really helps me to move on on my day.
Hmm.
So I do choose a specific time, which is powerful. Starting your day thinking
Yeah.
about yourself, which is very
Hmm.
important because
Definitely.
that's our body and our mind that will help us to go through to the day. And if we don't care straight away, first of all, we tend to be more. A lot of things can happen.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, that's me.
No, 100%. No, it's true though. Like I've even noticed, even throughout my journey, like, and especially being as a student at university, I've noticed that over time, because obviously early stages of uni, I've noticed that I was going through a lot of mental health, depression,
Mm,
anxiety, and it was more severe because I didn't really understand it. So it's one of them ones where, because I didn't understand it, it was a lot more severe. It was a lot stronger,
right.
and I didn't know how to deal with it. So over time, that's when I kind of realized a lot of these things coming in and using aspects, things around you, the environment, learning more about, I don't know, things like herbal teas, like, do you know what I mean? Things like nature. And yeah, do you know what I mean? It's things that
You
you,
just
it's,
mentioned that you use incense,
yeah,
low lights. All these things are very helpful, and you learn
exactly.
with journey. That's right.
Yeah, definitely. No, 100%. Like, yeah, and it's the growth. It's the growth. And
It
yeah,
is.
it goes on.
Well, now let's go to talk about your music. That's why I love to do podcasting. It is just
Yeah,
you
this
can
is
talk
this is
about anything, but why do you call yourself Mykez 2Nation? What this means?
You know what? I've been asked that before. Don't know if people don't really notice it, but 2Nation comes from being a dual national, a dual nationality.
Oh,
So, as you know, me, Portuguese and British. 'Cause I was born here in the UK, so yeah, yeah, it comes in like that. But
and
yeah, Mike's short for Mike. Mike, that's
mm,
me. But yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
I've been
even
asked that before.
and very interesting that is the way it's written. Yeah, Mike,
Yeah, and
Mike.
it's different.
Yeah,
Well, for me, the way I looked at it when I first wrote it, I thought, "Oh, this looks different to my eyes." So I thought, "I'm gonna
mm,
stick with that." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah. Good, good. So, and now, Michael, tell me, when did you start? Like, when this bichinho? How I tell this in English? when,
machine.
when did you start to feel like I want to make music? I want to be a rapper because you are a rapper.
Hmm.
So, just give us a brief of who you are. Who is Michael right now? How do you feel you can describe yourself?
Definitely, I definitely describe myself as you say, a rapper. But initially, before rapping, I started as a producer, so I was more making beats,
Mm,
kind of less working on composing, songwriting, and yeah, like I initially started what in 2011 when I was just like songwriting, making beats, and it was just more of a hobby. And yeah, I just went with a friend. a friend of the family, and he was just like, you know what, come to the youth club. They got like a studio there. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, why not? So I went through with him, and it was all part of the Ealing Council as well. So I bless them for that because they're still going on today. So I praise them for that. And
Oh,
yeah, I will go in there, and I was like, oh, like they got proper equipment, like you know when they just so fantasize, you're looking everywhere, like raw. Yeah, so I was like, I ain't say no more. He's like, yeah, hop on the mic. I was like, bare like shaking. I was like, yo, you know what it was? Yeah, I hopped in, I recorded the track, and I was like, wow. Like it's like the first thing ever, like hearing, and I was like, wow, yo, I'm gonna keep coming every week.
oh wow.
And then it just become a thing, isn't it? So I went every week. There was always the same producer, the same people there. Some people even come to record or even just to use the table tennis, whatever.
Right.
And it was just like that nice community vibe. Do you know what I mean? All the kids just used to come together. And yeah, man, I always
Then
loved that
from there
energy.
you moved to you went to university and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm based here in Southampton now. Big up Southampton, the SOU. Yeah, I've been here since 2016. Yeah, it's been a movement since then. So
And you
uh,
studying music, right? You keep
I
going on like
graduated.
oh well done.
Yeah, graduated in 2020. Had my ceremony last year
Hmm. Did you
due to the
COVID
whole pandemic
online?
thing. But yeah.
Did you had your ceremony online, right?
It was no, it was in person. Lucky enough, because online I wasn't gonna accept that. I
Mm.
was I was gonna be like, no, no. You
Well,
know what I mean?
it's
Like,
quite
you know,
different. It is totally different.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? That so yeah. Lucky enough, it was in person. It was a beautiful day, and you know what? The one day that you know what I mean, like my both parents there with me, like, and it's do you know what I mean?
Uh,
It's a rare occasion when that happens. So it was just a nice, beautiful unit.
oh,
Yeah, man. Yeah, come
and
on.
you decided to stay there in South something.
Yeah. So
South what? Hampton,
yeah,
Southampton.
Southampton. Yeah. So I've been there. Yeah. So I've been there for a bit. So yeah, I just love it down here. Like you know what I mean. Like I feel everything is just more local because it's such like a more like I wouldn't say it's small because it's pretty small, but it's not
Right.
too small. Yeah.
Hmm.
But it's like you can easily reach places. Like I can just go to the town down there, or I can just go over there. The club's over there, or do you know what I mean? So it's easy reach to everywhere compared to London, where you have to trek, take the bus, or whip up and start driving up to the other
Yeah.
side.
And
Yeah,
in terms of music and industry in your city, is a city, right?
yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the acceptance on your type of music? Because there we go. In London, you know everything happens, but
Mhm.
Southampton, how is the approach to rap?
You know what? That's a really good question. To be fair, with rap, there is so much talent over here, and
Oh
yeah. To be
wow!
fair, talk about this. I had this convo with someone, with one of my friends. It was like there's so much talent in the city. It's just one of them ones where it needs the whole unit to come together. And me, I'm doing my part in making things happen. You know what I mean? And that's over time. So, but it's one of them ones. There's so much people that I meet, and they're like
Really?
really good talents, like rappers, everything. And yeah, like the scene can be very huge here, very
Right.
huge.
And you
Yeah.
you you do have like opportunity to perform in Southampton, or you
Mhm.
always or you need to go to another cities?
To be fair, there is venues here that do events and stuff. To answer your question, I'll say I get a lot of my shows in London because I have my main
Mm,
connections there anyway.
right.
I never lost much of my connections in London, so I just naturally get shows in London. But yeah, definitely, there's a lot of venues here that do um, have the opportunity to cater a lot more for, like, say, hip hop music or drill trap, da 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 da. But yeah. To be fair, it's been mainly like about like bands and everything. So it's got that root there. So
Right.
yeah, it can come
When
through.
comes, I do have a question that brings equality and diversity. how when comes to how do you feel about it in terms of like your industry
Hmm. Or as a whole, or just here in the city?
in general? When you think about, do you think there is a lack of equality and or not? Or do you think and diversity in the industry in England or in London or in Southampton?
Uh, uh, you
Because
know
the
what?
thing where is your vision goes. If it's only Southampton, just tell
Mhm.
me what do you think is there is lack of diversity and equality, or is in the world? What would you say?
I'll say like there's a I would say it's a lot more work to be done. Definitely. Like I
Mm,
feel like over here it's one of them ones where it's a lot more work to be done. Like we can see that it's something that can grow as well, especially with like yeah, diversity and stuff. Like you and a lot of the diversity and or where we get a lot of more cultures is from either people that are students that come to study here. A lot of them bring the culture over as well,
right.
and there's locals as well that bring a lot of like different culture. Like we had a lot of like the setup that the Caribbean setups they have. We have like a lot of takeaways here now as well. So it's one of them ones. It feels kind of slow sometimes where it's growing because I believe it should be at a place where there's so much culture over here.
Mhm.
But it's one of them ones. It's yeah, it's just kind of taking its time to get to a place where it's huge. But yeah, like it's yeah,
How do
where
you see? Imagine like, okay, I don't want to say your age here, but everyone knows that you've been studying, so you're not that too old. But like from
uh,
when you were a teenager and now the age you are,
mhm,
how do you see any difference, any progress, any progress in
definitely,
terms of that? Yeah, so that is happening, right?
it's happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes
definitely. Yeah,
I believe like we don't have the it's not we don't have the support, but we don't have all the support that could be more
exactly.
fast. But it's
Yeah,
happening slowly but surely. Is
slowly
happening.
but surely. Yeah, yeah. Just taking a bit of its time. Yeah,
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 because
for real.
like today we are here. This is happening because of that. The equality
Hmm.
and diversity is
Hmm.
growing more and more in the communication in the world,
Hmm.
especially digital communications. So
Yes.
we are here to, and when we're talking about it, we bring more awareness and
Mhm.
it will grow more and more. So
Definitely. That's why I think it's important that people actually, yes, definitely speak out on it and have their like thoughts on what can be done. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then also talking about this, we had not too long ago, I think it was about 2 months ago or so. I remember they had a setup at my university at the time, and it was like yeah, they had a meeting, so they have different like organizations come in to
Mhm.
so everyone can have like a talk. It was like a conference or something, so they were just trying to
Right.
see what does the city actually need to grow and all of this. And they had I think it's called City of Culture
Mhm.
2025, so they're trying to build like some sort of city or culture in the city by 2025 or so as like a bid. um and oh, I thought that was interesting. Like, do you know what I mean? So it came together. I met people that I never even met before, even though I've been in the city for since 2016. So I was just like,
Yeah.
right, like they were like, yeah, like we all sat in a table, we had like different views, da 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 da. We had notes down, we recorded stuff, and you know what I mean. But the thing is, like, you know what? Even though we had that, I do believe that they should use them ideas that we did collect and actually make the change, because we could just do that and they
Mhm.
don't do nothing about it. But they should actually okay go back into what we actually analyzed that day and actually make a change. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So
They probably doing, but we don't see that things coming up like that.
yeah, yeah, for real.
It is good for us to have hope and
Definitely,
believe
definitely. Hope is there. You know what I mean?
that is
Like,
going to happen one day, even if I won't be here to watch, but someone is going to live by that.
right.
And when it comes to community, are you doing any work in the community, like helping other students? Because I hear you all the time. University, I know, is a very strong experience that you passed through. Like the university made you change in a lot of things,
Mhm,
because, and even because you mentioned as well at the beginning, like you went through depression and anxiety and a lot of stuff.
mhm,
And I also remember to see some of your posts regarding that,
mhm,
and your videos, but we're going to go there very soon. But
mhm.
I want to talk about your videos. So how do you feel like, do you work with the community? That was my question. Do you do any community work?
Yeah, I do my part for the community. I do what I can, what feels necessary to help anyone that's in, do you know what I mean, that needs that support, especially with students, because I was there.
Yeah.
And um, you know what, it's like one of them ones where we need someone that kind of like knows the ins and outs to kind of like help us reach our potential, our goals and stuff. So I always acknowledge that, and I just do my part really, like whatever I feel is necessary, what I can do. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Good. That's good. That's really good.
Hmm.
Because on
Yeah.
that way as well, you can see there is change happening.
Hmm.
Because when we want Michael to see the change, we
Hmm.
need to do the change. We are the change. We need to do that step,
Definitely.
which is sometimes it's very simple. Just listen a song from a student. You will be doing the change, because maybe on your time no one listen your songs apart from your teachers or from
Hmm.
your friends. But
Definitely.
just giving that kind of support, it change the the mindset of people and
Hmm.
starts to grow in a different way.
Definitely being a role model, isn't it? Really.
That's the word. That's the word. And
Yeah.
now, what is your purpose within mental health awareness?
Mental health awareness. My purpose, you know what, two things within myself. It's one of them ones, even though it's something that I still go through, but it's not as severe as it was years ago. So, like, my purpose is definitely, and I feel like I want to use my name as well as an artist to kind of push that more into that direction as well.
Yes.
Even though I'm not in, for example, the best position in terms of like my status right now, but in the sense of I can see my growth, and then especially when I get to a level where I feel okay, now I've got all this kind of attention around, cool. Now I can start pushing this even more. So a lot of the time it gets like that where like you want to kind of build like a buzz around you and then use that buzz to a positive effect. You know what I mean? So,
Let me just tell you one thing regarding you just said. You said, even if I'm not in the right position, something like that, right? Was the
mhm,
right position. You are at the right position. You are
mhm,
at the right place, and you're dealing with the right people, and you are on the right time. Why? Because we're never gonna stop the journey. No
yeah,
matter what stage you are in terms of mental health, there is the time. The time is now to do something. Don't think like you don't need to wait for some lot of situations happens, or you feel like, okay, now I'm strong. No, you already strong. I can see, I'm talking to you. You are here, you are live.
I
You're
hear that.
talking
Yeah,
to a lot of people right now. It's not
hmm,
just us. So you are on the right time. Okay,
I
look,
hear that. I like that. Yeah, yeah. Nah, for real,
it is really important, because there's
definitely.
no time to wait for the time that is coming, because our future is today, is in our present. So
Mm,
no matter what's going to happen tomorrow or happens yesterday, but matters what is now, and you doing your part. And that's
definitely.
why I'm so grateful for your presence here, and so happy to have you,
Oh,
because that is a step by step, but you are right, mentally, physically, and keep just this thing, this thing in your mind.
we're live. Yeah, nah, for real. Nah, I appreciate that highly. Nah, for real.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really important, because you've been through situations. I've been through situations, right? which took me to stages in when it comes to mental health. But I'm far away. I don't know. I think I'm okay, but I'm far away to be the perfect, because perfect
Yeah.
doesn't exist, right? But I'm capable now to do things that I don't know if I'm capable to do tomorrow. So
Hmm.
that's why I say we are capable now. Our mental health, no matter what stage we are able to do something. So
Yeah,
be the
definitely.
change. I love.
That's a point. You saying that actually just got me thinking of a point as well, and a lot of probably things that probably people don't really talk about, and that, like, do you know what I mean? Like a lot of us really like doubt ourselves, even though we're doing the most, we're doing so much, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing we're making actually good changes, but like there comes to a point where you feel that you still doubt yourself, and it's like that. It's natural, but you just gotta realize and actually take action, positive
Yeah,
action to move
yeah.
forward. Yeah, yeah, for real.
Even if it's for us to wake up and say, "I am real,"
You
powerful.
know what? Yeah, just do the maddest thing ever.
You improving your mental health, you improving your self esteem, your
Nah,
confidence. So,
100%. Yeah, and definitely like I noticed as well that adds on to that is definitely with fitness. Going to the gym like every week, like do you know what I
exercise.
mean?
Yeah,
And yeah, like even though it's for my physical appearance, but at the same time it's for my mental state.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally. It end up not be only for our physical, but mentally, it works millions, much
Hmm.
more than physical.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we people in general think, oh, okay, I need to go to the gym because I need to lose weight or gain muscles or something. But while you do that step, just the fact that you're waking up,
Yeah.
going and spending time there, you
Yeah.
building up a strong mindset. And
Definitely.
that's why anyone that specialize on gyms or like or exercise, or even doctors mental health advise people to
Hmm.
do exercise, because
Definitely.
it really help us to improve.
Definitely. It's definitely boosted my confidence as a performer as well. So
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
I don't want to stop this. I can stay here forever.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean?
I'm really enjoying.
They come
Another
up properly.
question. I do have more questions, and I want to now I'm going to go to your videos. How do you I like them, love them, but I can be. I'm gonna say like how. What is the message you throw? Because sometimes I can't understand my dear nephew, because you guys talk too fast, and I can't get it. But what is the message behind the music you create? What is the message you normally bring?
That the message I normally bring is it's my mood and my like my ideas and my mood, my thoughts, my
About
interests. A
about
lot of pardon.
about what?
It's one of them ones where, like, especially with the music I make, especially for example, moolah. Like, obviously, it relates to everyone because everyone's trying to get the moolah. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I built that
What is
from a vibe
cooler?
of like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just trying to get the moolah, and it just like it's like a vibe, and it becomes like a phrase, like a daily phrase. Like anyone can just say it, like at any time. Like I'm just trying to get
But
the moolah, like so
okay.
it's yeah. So it depends on each song, really. But yeah, definitely like each song has its own message. Do you know what I mean? So, and I love to bring like the elements of our roots, so the African roots, like
Mhm.
especially beats that have that kind of elements, that groove that gets you moving, and yeah, I just you know what I'm saying.
Okay. But what is what means mula? I'm not.
Moolah, money.
So say again. So I want to sing that song now. I want to bring the
Oh,
mula.
I'm
I
just
want
trying to get moolah. Yeah, just
to
like.
Oh, I didn't know, you see, because that is called slang, right? Mula.
Yeah, it's a slang term. To be fair, it's been around for a while. Yeah, for a good long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I said, I hear you, but I don't know the words. Some words I
Even
don't.
or to be fair, on the same song as well. I even say mula, then I say wonga. That's another term for it. Get me cash, get me wonga. Da, 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 you know what I mean? So
I
it's
have
like,
no idea.
yeah, I do like different references, and that's another thing that I like to implement in my music. It's like little references, and people be like, "Oh, did he mean by that? Oh shit, yeah," and then they start vibing. Da, 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 da. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I love to build like a hype. You know what I mean? So
Because
yeah, that's all about.
the reason I ask this, what kind of message you bring, because most of the times when I look to the videos, looks like very aggressive. People is
Yeah,
moving.
yeah.
The the word that you sending to people is the most important. But I can't understand everything. But now I learn mula
Definitely.
and onga,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna listen again your song, and I will be able to mula. But I will get it. You understand? Because
For
I
real.
said, "Oh, very nice," but some words I couldn't get it. I said, "What is
To
talking
be
about?"
fair, you know what? The family definitely love that tune because of like the beat itself as well. They're like,
Mhm.
yeah, this is kind of got that Afro swing like to it, and we're like, yeah, we appreciate that a lot. Like this,
Yeah,
that you kept it to the roots. I was like saying that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you. So basically, your music is made as well for young people, right? Like teenagers,
Mhm.
and yeah.
Yeah. I'd say yeah, definitely teenagers and up to 30. But to be fair, I say what, for example, 16 to 30. But I've seen 50-year-olds listen to my music, 40-year-old. Do you know what I mean? So I love that because it's open to all. Do you know what I mean? Even
Mhm.
though for example, I've got a target audience, but it's like it doesn't say you don't have to listen to it. Do you know what I mean?
No,
It's
of course,
nice. Yeah.
because
But
you
yeah, it's a blessing.
because let's say, because you're bringing a message to specific people, you need, no matter, I can hear I'm not on 16 or 25, but it's very important that you know who you're sending the message, which
Mhm.
is, like you said, is teenagers, and to grow or to build their own lives in a different way. I don't know, focus now, Michael, in one song of yours right now, one that you like. It can be that one that says Mula. Can you just talk, like say the first five, like five words or something? I just want to understand like how that song starts. What do you say in the song?
Oh, and that tune.
You don't need to sing, but if you want.
Oh, you want a live session? Oh, is that one came from it?
I had actually
Yeah.
I had a song, a singer. She was a countryside, and she started the session with me singing with the guitar. It was beautiful. So feel free, but I want just to listen the first paragraph.
All
If
right, I'll give you the verse. I'll be like, I climb trees, but I ain't no monkey. Yeah, I got bare veins like a junkie. She a numpty, cut through with my pumpy. Gas when the gang gets jumpy. Get me cash, get me guala, get wonga. I wanna see all the paper in my conta. I see the
wow.
thing bare pre and heavy. Get ready for the greasy anaconda. You know, see, it's got the pure like rhymes in it, the references, and it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's like yeah, it's got that
lot of
vibe.
words, I didn't get it. You know me.
Yeah.
I didn't born here. I didn't grow up here. So
Yeah. That's one thing I always will have
wow.
with me is my slang from the LDN from London. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I bring my sounds here to Southampton and
So
help it grow. Yeah,
again, just the beginning. Just the beginning. You said something from the tree.
yeah. I
Some,
climb trees, but I ain't no monkey.
okay. So you climb trees, but you're not a monkey, right? Am I right? Right. But I'm not a monkey. Wow, that's
You know what I
interesting.
mean?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I used to climb trees, but I'm not a monkey. So.
To be fair, I used to climb a lot of trees. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
too.
me too. Me too. I
Yeah,
I can feel you.
literally active. That too. What
I
you know?
used
What's funny? You know what? Yeah, granddad. Yeah, he's a funny guy. Bless him. Man used to call me the monkey when I was younger because I was used to climb the fridge. I used to be like, yeah, yeah, start climbing everything. He's like, oh, macaco, macaco. I was like, raw.
So there he goes. That's from where he came from. Monkey climb the trees like
uh,
that's
I
really good.
mean,
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for rapping here.
come on, nah, for real. And listen, if you got any shows to perform, I say I'm down in it. I'll
Oh
come
yes,
through, do a
definitely.
live set. Yeah,
So I
nah, I
will
mean, I
remember.
just love being on stage.
Yeah. So we're
Yeah,
gonna come to the end because it's long time now. I really, really love to carry on. But
bless.
I'm sure we gave enough um messages here today to many people, and we're gonna empower a lot of people. I actually have a message. Someone is sending a message. I don't know if you had. I know was
Yeah.
Nadia just she placed the a
Love
lot.
it. Yeah.
Sounds like she was during this session. She probably heard you singing or
Oh, bless.
rapping.
Oh, it was her birthday as well, isn't it? Happy birthday, Nadia.
Yes.
Oh, on. Yeah.
So what is the why people say, okay, Yola is a singer, Michael is a rapper. You are a singer, right? What is the difference?
I would say more my singing like was more like, yeah, that's pushed back in the part. Yeah, I noticed over time now singing it for you. I tried it, which I tried a lot of kind of like sounds in it, but with
So
my voice, because it's a bit, I don't need
so
to be.
rapping is not a singing thing.
To be fair, you can use it. You can use in a sense of a rap because you got a lot of like rappers nowadays who do use like their harmonies and melodies to create
Mm.
a sound. Yeah, yeah. So if you
Oh,
work it in that way, but if you're talking singing as in what R&B and all that, nah, leave that for the
no,
past.
you okay, good.
Not for me.
So, Michael, now I want to finish this session, this podcast today, with your saying where can people find you and how they can connect with you.
Definitely. Now you can find me all over the place at Mykez Official, Mykez Official. That's on most platforms to be fair. Um,
Instagram.
yeah, I'm active on Instagram a lot more of the time. I've got a lot more projects coming, so keep your eyes peeled on that. Yeah,
And
for real, it's a movement.
if someone wants to request you to sing, to rap some on an event, they go to Instagram or where?
DM me, shout me.
On Instagram, on your website as well, right?
Yeah, I got a website as well. Yeah,
And
mykesofficial.com.
you have as well a shop. Mike.
Yeah, I got a merch, online merch. A lot of them, especially with my imprint, Be On Point Entertainment, is a whole movement that I'm getting together. And yeah,
Oh,
man, like I'm loving the whole branding. It's beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And it's a lot bigger than. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a lot bigger than what people see. Do you know what I mean? So
what is the
yeah,
name? What is the name?
be
Beyond.
on point. Be on point. So letter B
Yeah.
on point entertainment. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah.
Oh,
Do you know what I
interesting.
mean? When I started, it was out of nothing, and it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, boom, 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 like a record label, boom, boom. And then, yeah, I just saw more deeper into the image, more deeper into the branding, and I thought, you know what, I can expand this huge.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking here. I will tell you after when we finish. I think
Hmm.
I have an invitation for yourself just now.
Hmm.
I remember to go into somewhere. But before, thank you so much for sharing where people can find you. And you also mentioned before we go, because I think we need to talk about this. I don't know what is exactly, but I got information like to talk about Mentorior UK.
Mentoria UK, yeah.
Mentorior, okay. What is that?
Mentoria UK, that's a page that I started up for mental health advice,
Mm.
so people can seek posts, quotes, anything that's interesting to kind of help them in the needs of emergency, really. And yeah, I mean, it's yeah,
How
it's a
to
nice
find that?
page.
On your
Pardon?
website, how do we reach that page? A blog?
Uh, a lot. It's more on Instagram. at Mentira UK. It's got a little Facebook page as well. But yeah, it's on my website as well. So once you go on my website,
Okay.
there's like a little page on it as well.
All
But
right,
yeah,
that's good. That's good to
yeah,
know because his mental health is something that is really important. Not
definitely.
everything is important about you, but you mentioned this on your registration, and I was thinking, what is this? Because I didn't know what is mentor.
Yeah,
Okay, but well done, Michael. I'm so proud of you.
thank,
I know you are here now, and you're doing what you're doing, and you're doing well. So keep going, keep
thank you.
moving forward, believe,
Hmm.
and you are, and remember, whenever whatever happens, remember always I'm at the right place. No matter if it's a situation that you think you can't handle or is something
Hmm.
not too good, but always believe that you are at the right place if you behave yourself, of course. Pay attention. Don't put yourself in
Definitely.
danger, right? Go do danger things and then, yes, I was in the right place at the right time. No, 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 no.
No, it's hard because I always stay dangerous.
And one last thing
Uh,
is, like, let me think if I can say I used to climb trees, but I'm not a monkey. I need to go back. I need to go back and listen to this song. And
yeah, come on, nah, it's one of those. Yeah, it's definitely a jam. Like, yeah,
and
100%.
once again, thank you so much. God bless you and keep going. I'm
Thank
your
you.
fan. He's a fan? Yeah, I think he's a fan, like you say, but I'm with you and love you loads. Okay? Take care.
Appreciate everything. Thank you.
Thank you. You take
Bless.
amazing.
Bless. Take care.
You too. Take care, my dear.